Hi guys, and welcome back to Xavier's World. How are you guys doing today on this absolutely amazing day? Well, today guys, I want to talk about another animal, and this is called a leopard gecko. Now I know my friend's little boy wants, I can't remember what one it is, but he wants a gecko, and I'm just sitting there going, what? And he's like, yeah, I want them because, blah, blah, blah. I can't remember what the name of it is, but I was like, okay, well, I'll do a video talking about geckos because I thought, I know there's a lot of people who have I don't know, info or whatever that they're not quite sure about a gecko, if they would like one or don't want one. But I thought I would just kind of give you guys a small little inside, maybe it'll kind of help you guys to think about if you want to get a gecko or not. Okay, now leopard geckos live as long as 20 years. Wow. So you're probably going to be stuck with that gecko for like 20 years, Leopard geckos can grow as long as 10 inches to 25 centimeters in length. In the wild, leopard geckos live in the desert and are nocturnal. They're nocturnal. Okay. So they're like hamsters, I guess. Unlike other geckos, the leopard gecko doesn't have sticky hands, so he can't climb walls and other vertical surfaces like the many of his relatives. So he's the only one who doesn't have sticky hands. So he can't climb walls. The leopard gecko is one of the only few gecko species that has distinct outer ears and eyelids. Interesting, isn't it? Terrariums. You'll want to keep your leopard gecko in a well-ventilated terrarium with a screen lid. Start with a 10-gallon tank. If you're getting 3 geckos, think about increasing your tank size. Now, with the humidity, you can keep your leopard gecko habitat toasty. Like the warm climate he comes from, you should have a warm side and a cool side of the tank. Okay? Let him decide the area he likes best. He can go stay when he gets too hot and go over there and cool off, and then when he gets too cold, he can come over there and warm up. To do this, put a heat light on one side of the habitat and measure the temperature with the thermometer at each end. Then you can you keep cool on the other side. You're aiming to keep the terrarium between 85 to 95 degrees Fahrenheit and 29 to 35 Celsius. Okay, on the warm end and 10 degrees lower on the cool side. It's also worth getting a thermometer to make sure the humidity remains in the 10% to 30% range, which geckos prefer. Lighting for geckos require 12 hours of visible light a day. If you want to see what they do under cover of darkness, pick up a nightlight with a specific bulb, and then you can see what your little gecko is up to at night. Which is kind of interesting because I know sometimes when you're laying there in bed, you just want to see what they're up to and what they're doing. You also how to set up your leopard gecko's home, how you want to set it up. This is how they recommend you set it up. You use a layer of calcium sand substrate 2 to 3 inches deep, 5 to 8 centimeters or reptile carpet. For geckos shorter than 6 inches, 15 centimeters, use a reptile carpet. These guys are so small they might accidentally swallow the sand, which is bad for them. Scoop the waste at least once a week and change their bedding at least once a month. Okay? Lizards like to play hide and go seek. So your leopard gecko will thank you for placing a rock, a branch, or other hiding places on the cool side of the habitat. One hiding spot per gecko is a good rule. So like if you have more than one gecko in the tank, have separate hideouts for them, okay? Use rocks and branches to make your reptile friends a desert playpen. You can really make it look really cute and fun and all of that stuff for your gecko. Putting some moistened moss in their hide house will help when they're ready to shed their skin. Mist the moss periodically with a spray bottle of water to keep the humidity higher inside the house. Okay, that's what they recommend. You know, just make sure it's comfortable, you know, for your little guy. Make him happy. Let's see, we already did the lighting. Okay, there is how to keep your gecko, your leopard gecko, healthy. It is a good idea to have veterinarians examine your leopard gecko shortly after you get him. When you first bring him home, don't handle your new leopard gecko for 3 or 4 days. They recommend that with all animals that you get, whether it's a hamster, it's a gerbil, a guinea pig, whatever it is. They kind of let you just let them sit there for a couple of days, let them get used to their surroundings before you start going in and touching them. They need to get used to their new surroundings. Keep a close eye on them in case moving in has stressed them out or caused them to get sick. Even a settled in lizard can get sick. It's probably a good time for a checkup. Okay. Here's some signs. Hiding more than usual. Eating or drinking less. Losing weight. Swollen joints. Discharge from the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. Discolored skin and noticeable shedding problems. Droppings that are runny and for more than 2 days. Same way with a frog. You want to check those out, you know. All animals can potentially carry a viral, you know, disease. They tell you that, so just be on the lookout. So that's what I have right now for the information on a leopard gecko. They are the only ones that do not have the sticky hands, so they cannot climb walls, which is kind of a good thing. So they make sure that in their home, you want to make sure they have a warm side and a cool side. You know, you get the proper thermometers, you get, you know, a heated lamp for them on the side, for the warm side, and then on the side you want to drop the temperature down lower than, you know, whatever, and it tells you. And if you do that, you follow the simple guidelines and the rules and all that stuff, your little leopard gecko is going to be very happy and a very content little guy. And, you know, just follow the simple rules. You don't have to take my word for it. You don't have to believe what I say. You can do your own research. You can type in leopard gecko in the search bar, look it up yourself, and it will pull up all different kinds of different sites to go to and check out. You know, you don't have to, you know, don't look online. Go to the pet store and ask them. You can ask other people if they have, you know, a leopard gecko. You can ask them. Don't be afraid. Look on YouTube, and you'll find your research and all of your information that you need. So, again, I hope you guys love this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and if we're not friends already, please hit that subscribe button and hit that little bell so you'll be notified when we upload a video. And I will see you guys all next time here on Xavier's World. Until then, you guys have a wonderful day. And as always, remember, God loves you.